So just a quick recap, the data handling process, we've got 6 steps. First one is posing a question, then we collect our data, we organize it, and we are focusing on step 4 today, which is summarizing data. After we summarize data, we can display the data, and then we can analyze and interpret data. Okay, so the first 3 things we're going to look at is measures of central tendency. So we have our mean, mode, median. The 3 M's are our measures of central tendency. Who can tell me what is the mean? How do we work out the mean? What does the mean entail? Not frequent number. Close. What is the mean? Anybody? We add up all the numbers, and then what we do? Divide. Add all the numbers, then divide by how much numbers there are. Okay, perfect. Well done. Okay, mean can also be known as the average. We add all our numbers together and we divide by the amount of numbers. What is our mode? Okay, it almost sounds like it. The number we see the most, mode most, number that appears the most. Okay, good. And then median. Good, middle number. But remember, we have to first put all the numbers in order before we can find the middle number. Okay, the order doesn't matter for the mode and the mean, but with the median, it has to be in ascending order before we can find the middle number. Okay, good. So I see you just said that. Arrange numbers from smallest to largest, and then we find the middle number. Okay, so just a quick one. How do we work out the mean? We take the sum of the data of all our values, sum of all values over the number. So we have 10 numbers, we add them all together and we divide by 10. Okay, so it's still quite a common error for people to get confused between these 3. So please make sure you know it because they are really easy marks when you get it in your exam. Okay, so just to quickly check that we're all on the same page and are 100% fine with the measures of central tendency, I'm going to ask you to quickly do this activity. Find the mode, median, and mean of this data set. I'm just going up a little bit quickly. So just remember when you are putting your numbers in order, don't forget them. So always count how many numbers there are and then count the numbers you've rewritten to make sure that you've got all of them. I'm going to scroll up again. Another trick or something that's handy when you are reordering the number set, maybe cross out the ones you've just put into your new order, so you can see which ones are still left over, and that kind of helps you not forget any values, because it can be easy to forget one. Okay, if you have any answers for the mode, let's see them. You're on the right track. Quartile, is there not another number? Nice. So as you can see, it's possible to have more than one mode. It's possible to have more than two modes. We have 2 6s, we have 2 8s, and we have 2 10s. So all three of those are the mode. It is 6, 8, and 10. Okay, yes, well done. Then median, what is our middle number? Okay, I'm just going to quickly. Is it even number? So our two middle numbers is 10 and 10. There are two numbers in the middle. So normally when there are two numbers in the middle, we add them together and we divide by 2. Now it's the same number, so the answer is going to be 10, but it's not always going to be like that. So we always just do the same methods. We don't forget that we add the 2 in the middle and then we divide by 2. Nice. I can see most of us got that. Well done. And then the mean, if you have worked it out, let's see it. Oh, you guys are very quick tonight. Okay, I see that Ibonga don't round off. Keep the decimals. Okay, so obviously based on the mark allocation, you need to show all the working out. So if they ask you for the mean and it's 3 marks or 4 marks, you need to show the step where you add all the numbers, etc. Then you get the total and then you divide. But if it's just 2 to 3 marks, we just add all the numbers up. We write down the total, which is 175. And we have 14 numbers, so we divide by 14. So our mean is 12,5. So just remember to keep that in mind if it's for 3 or 4 marks, to show all your steps. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we all are happy with working out the mode, median, and mean. So Let's have a look at a past paper question. So this was actually the Western Cape's paper 1 prelim of last year. Okay, well, just this particular question. So there's a lot of numbers, but that's normal with data handling, gives you a lot of data. Table 3 below shows an extract of the provincial mid-year population estimates by age and gender for 2021 for selected provinces. So if we have a look at this table, we've got a few age ranges, and we are specifically looking at 3 provinces. We are looking at the Eastern Cape numbers, Gauteng numbers, and KwaZulu-Natal. We have male and female numbers for each province. Okay. So whenever you get something like this, just take a moment to look at it all. Otherwise, you are going to feel overwhelmed. Just try. The first question says, calculate the total number of females in the 10 to 19 years old age group in the 3 provinces. So we're looking at total number of females. We're looking at 10 to 19 years old across all 3 provinces. Okay, so I'm going to look at the ages quickly. 10 to 19 would be both of these rows. And we are specifically looking at females. I'm going to ask you to go and add up the total of all the females for Eastern Cape, Gauteng, and KwaZulu-Natal that fall between 10 and 19 years old. Okay, I've put the mark allocation next to it, so make sure that you show all the necessary steps. Nice, well done. That was quick. From Elise, nice. Okay, awesome. We've got lots of answers coming through. Okay, so the only trick part about that question was that they've asked across 2 rows. It wasn't just 1 row. We had to look at 10 to 14 and 15 to 19. We just had to take all those numbers and add it together. Okay, so if we take all the numbers that I've highlighted, okay, you would need to show the step to get all the marks, all the method marks. And we add everything up, you get 2,900,632. So the way this was marked, according to the memo, it's 2 marks for all the correct numbers, 1 mark for all the correct numbers, sorry. Second mark was for adding, and then your third mark was for your final answer. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit so we can read the next question and see the table. So the next question says, determine as a percentage the probability of randomly selecting a female in the 25 to 29 age interval residing in the Eastern Cape out of all the women in the Eastern Cape. So we know that we need to make a fraction because we want a percentage. So remember, to work out a percentage, we take what we're looking for over the total times by 100. So what we're looking at, we are looking at specifically females that are between 25 and 29 in the Eastern Cape. So females in the Eastern Cape in that age range is 232,066. We want to know what percentage that makes up out of all the females in Eastern Cape. So you need to go and add up all the numbers of the Eastern Cape females and work out this percentage. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to work this out. Okay, so we're focusing just on Eastern Cape. What is the probability of selecting a female that's between 25 and 29 years old? Nice, Ben. Just remember 2 decimal places with percentages. If we have an answer, let's see them. Nice, Ashley. Okay, so in order to work out the percentage, we needed the total number of females in the Eastern Cape. So we have to take all these numbers, add them together. Okay, when you add all those numbers together, you should get an answer of 2,340,774. So that is our total. Whenever we need to work out a percentage, we take what we're looking for over the total and we times by 100. Okay, we are specifically looking at females between 25 and 29. So that number is 232,066 over the total females in Eastern Cape times by 100. So we can get a percentage and you should get an answer of 9.91%. Don't forget, percentages need to have 2 decimal places unless they say otherwise, and don't forget the percentage sign. Nice, Ayabonga, well done. Okay, so that was a normal percentage question, normal probability question. It was just a little bit harder because we had a lot of big numbers to work with. Okay, the last question relating to our population estimates. Question 3, determine the median number of males under 40 years of age in Gauteng. The median, so our middle number of males under 40 years old in Gauteng. So if we have a look at this table, that includes all the males because this table only goes up to 39 years old. So we're looking at all the males in Gauteng and we want to find the median number. So again, this will take some time because we're dealing with bigger numbers. Okay, but we're looking at all the males in Gauteng. We're going to put those numbers in order and find the middle number. Okay, to save time, I have helped you out with the order. Put the numbers in the table. Nice. Okay, at least you figured it out, Oratile, without me having to help you. Well done. Okay, guys, so when you put all the numbers in order, you would see that there are 2 in the middle. The 2 numbers in the middle is, 668, 597. The other one is 677, 086. Because there's 2 in the middle, we add them together. We divide by 2. So the median is 672,841,5. Okay, so to get the 4 marks, the first mark was rewriting all the numbers in order. Second mark was for adding the 2 at the top. Third mark, dividing, and your 4th mark would be for the answer. So that's how they would mark a question like that for 4 marks. Okay, and then apologies, there is actually one more question. Identify the modal age group for females in Gauteng. The modal age group for females in Gauteng. Modal is the same as mode. So the modal age group for females in Gauteng. So which age group has the highest number for females in Gauteng? Which age group or age range has the most females? Okay, fantastic. 32, 34. That is our biggest number. So the most females are in that age range, the most females. Okay, well done. So how do you guys feel about this past paper question? How would you feel if this was in your prelim or end of year exam in a couple of months' time? How would you feel with a question like this? Nice, good. Thumbs up. Good. So it's always nice to see how they can actually ask mean, mode, median in exams. So this was a very good practice question. The only difficult part was the really big numbers, so that's not that bad. Nice, good. So everyone's feeling really good. Awesome. So we can continue. Okay, so we looked at the measures of central tendency. Now we're going to look at measures of spread. So it's still summarizing data. We have range and interquartile range. How do we work these two out? How do we work out the range? What do we do to get the range of our data? Awesome. Big minus small, our highest number minus the lowest number, our biggest number minus the smallest number, however you want to say it. Highest minus lowest, biggest minus smallest. Awesome. Or the maximum number minus the minimum number. And interquartile range, a lot of you mentioned that in the beginning, so I'm hoping we all remember how to work it out. IQR. Nice, Oleka. Yes, yes. Okay, they're all flying in now and you all have gotten it right. Quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Our highest quartile minus our lowest quartile. So it's still like the range. We're taking our highest number minus the smallest number. Okay, fantastic. A little quick activity just to remind ourselves how to work out the range. Determine the range for the following data sets. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to quickly do question 1 and 2 for me. Work out the range for question 1 and question 2. Okay, we've got answers for the first data set. Let's see them. Our highest minus our lowest. Nice, Ayabonga. No, keep it to 2 decimal places. Okay, so for the first range, our highest number is 68. The lowest number is 10. So the range is 58. Nice. Then for question 2, the highest number is 62 Rand, 45 cents, minus the smaller number, which is 15 Rand, 50. And what do we get as our range for this question? Nice. 46,95. Awesome. Well done. Okay, just remember, because it's money, we have to keep it to 2 decimal places. Okay. So that is working out the range as per normal, the same way we've been doing it since grade 10. The new parts of the syllabus this year was quartiles and working out interquartile ranges. Okay, so quartiles, just a reminder, this is when we divide our ordered data sets into 4 equal groups. So we put our data in order as per normal, and we divide it into 4 equal parts or 4 equal quarters. So when we are finding quartiles, the first step is we divide our data set into 2 parts. So generally, we're going to look for the median or quartile 2 first. Then we split up our data into 2 equal parts. After that, we take the first half, we divide that again into 2 equal parts. We take the second half, and we divide that half into 2 equal parts, which will give us 4 quarters. Okay, so first we divide our data set into 2 parts, then we divide each half in 2. Okay, so let's quickly do an example. Our data set is already in order. So the first step is we look for the median or quartile 2. So we go and count how many numbers we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so there's an odd number. So it's going to be 1 number in the middle. Okay, so quartile 2 is 13. So quartile 1. So now I've split the data into 2 equal halves. I'm now going to find the middle number of the first half, which is going to be 7. And the middle number in the second half is 16, which is quartile 3. Nice, well done, Amakle. Okay, and then if they asked us to find out the interquartile range, our IQR, we say Q3 minus Q1, so 16 minus 7, which gives you 9. Okay, so that's just a quick reminder of how we find our quartiles and the IQR. I'm going to give you guys a chance now to try one for yourselves. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. That was nice. The data is in order, so you can just do your thing. Nice. Yes, Amakle. Nice, Ashley. Yes, Ben, well done. Okay, so just quickly, quartile 2 is in the middle. There's only one number in the middle. Quartile 1 is 31. Quartile 3 is 63. That was a nice and easy one. And to get our IQR, we say quartile 3 minus quartile 1, which is 63 minus 31, which gives you an interquartile range of 32, which I see most of you did get. Great. Okay, let's quickly try one more. Okay, question 2. Determine the IQ of the below data sets. Okay, do we have any answers? Nice, Ashley, you're on fire today. Molang, nice, that is. Which one? The IQR, yes. Okay, so just quickly, quartile 1 is 21. Our quartile 2, there are two numbers in the middle, so we need to add them together. Divide by 2, which gives you 47,5. Quartile 3 is 59. So our interquartile range is 59 minus 21, which gives us, you all say, yeah, 38. Nice, Ayabunga, well done. Okay, looks like we all are happy with finding quartiles and finding the IQR as well as finding the range. So let's have a look at a past paper question on working out the range and interquartile range. So again, Western Cape prelim from last year. We've got social grants are in place to help improve standards of living in society and are given to people who are vulnerable to poverty and in need of government support. The tables below indicate the total number of beneficiaries receiving social grants monthly in KwaZulu-Natal from April 2019 to May 2021. Okay, so the first part is for 2019 to 2020, and the next part is 2020 to 2021. So the table below indicates the total number of beneficiaries, so the total number of people who receive social grants monthly. So every month, it's 2,437,000 1,492. Then the next month, it was 2,454,000. Okay. So the first question says, the range of the data set is 38,543. And A represents the smallest number of beneficiaries. Determine the value of A. So just quickly, we are looking at this year specifically. We have been given the range. So normally we are asked to work out the range. So this time we've been given the range. Now remember, range is our biggest minus smallest or highest minus smallest. So when in doubt, just write down the only formula we know for range and see what we can do with it. So if I look at the formula, I've been given the range. So I can put that in there. It's the 38,543. I don't have the highest number. I do have the highest number, sorry. It's the smallest number that we need to work out. So does anyone know how we are going to do this? Hey, Ben, what are you telling me the highest number? Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to substitute the values I do have into this formula. I have the range. It was given to us in the question, which means I need a highest number or a smallest number. They told us the smallest number is represented by A. So this A over here is the smallest number of our data set. So that means I need to go look through all these numbers now and find the highest number. Kind of go look through all of those numbers. The highest number is 2,463,042. Okay, we now need to manipulate this formula so we can get A by itself, so we can figure out what A is. So in order to do that, because it is minus A on this side, I'm going to move A to the other side of the equal sign. So in order to do that, I'm going to say plus A on this side, plus A on the other side of the equal sign. That cancels these two out. So I'm left with A plus 38,543 equals 2,463,042. So all I did there was just take A to the other side so that it becomes a positive. Okay, I now need to take the 38,000 to the other side of the equal sign because I want A by itself. I want to figure out what A is. So I always do the opposite operation. So because it's plus 38, I say minus 38 543. What I do on the one side, I do to the other. So it becomes negative 38,543 on this side. And I see a lot of us are getting the answer already. Well done. So A is equal to 2,424,499 people. Okay, so that one was a little bit of a higher order question in the sense that you had to play around with our normal range formula. They gave you the range and you had to work out the smallest number. Okay. How do we feel about that question? Do we have any questions? If you do, let me know in the chats. Okay, I'm going to show the second question. Determine the interquartile range for the number of social grant beneficiaries in KwaZulu-Natal in 2020 and 2021. So we need to find the interquartile range for the second year. So all these numbers, I'm going to need to put them in order. So to save time, I'm going to help you. I'm just going to help you put them in order, then you guys can figure out the interquartile range. Again, such big numbers. Okay, I'm going to run through the question again. I was going to quickly write all the numbers out in order so you can just save some time. Make sure you have 12 numbers, 12 months of the year. So just quickly, we have to determine the interquartile range for the number of social grant beneficiaries in KwaZulu-Natal in 2020-2021. Okay, so for the 2020-2021 year, so we're specifically looking at the bottom, the section over here. We need to find the interquartile range. So we need to take all those numbers, put them in order, find our quartiles so we can find our IQR. That is what the question's asking. Determine the IQR for this year.
Teacher Monique,
Yes.
in the first question, did they ask you to calculate the biggest number or the smallest number of the range?
The smallest, which was A.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, this is quite a long question because of these extremely long numbers. Okay. If we have any answers, you can share them. I see we've got a few already. Okay, so let's check. What did we get for quartile 1? So quartile 2 is in between these two numbers. So if I work that out, not that you need this. Okay, just to save space, I'm going to write it out this way. I got for quartile 2, 2406561. What did we get for quartile 1? Okay, so for quartile 1, it's between these two numbers here. So it is 2380385 plus 2390148. Add that together, divide by 2. You should get 2385267. Let's just check the chat. Okay, everyone happy with that? Then quartile 3 is between 1, 2, 3, these two numbers over here. It's obviously a little bit harder to see because it's not all in one straight line. Okay, so quartile 3 is 2416817 plus 2416919. Add them together, we divide by 2, which gives us 2416868. So our interquartile range is going to be 2416868 minus 2385267. And let me just double check. So I got a different answer. I get 31,601. Okay, do we have any questions with that one? It was quite a lot. The numbers are very big. And it was just horrible because every quartile had to be added together and divided by 2. Or do we at least see where we went wrong? So it's normal quartiles working out, normal IQR. It was just that the numbers were really big, bigger than we used to working with. So it took a bit longer.